Today in Albany, New York, an assistant coach is out after alarming criminal charges. A concert at MVP Arena turns chaotic after a deputy was assaulted, and we revisit a 50-year-old fish advisory on the Hudson River and ask what, if anything, has changed. I'm Dean Bark. Welcome to the City Report in Albany. Let's start with this. Assistant coach fired following child rape charges in Amsterdam School District. The Greater Amsterdam School District, the public school system serving the city of Amsterdam in Montgomery County, has voted to terminate Jared T. Balduzin, an assistant coach, after he was charged with third-degree rape and a criminal sexual act. Police allege the victim was a student from another district and was under 17 at the time. According to investigators, the alleged assault occurred in 2024 in Amsterdam, when Balduzin was working as a teacher's assistant at the Broad Alban Perth Central School District, a neighboring district in Fulton County. After the report reached police earlier this month, Balduzin was arrested. The Amsterdam board first placed him on administrative leave, then voted on March 21st to fire him. He remains employed by the New York State Thruway Authority, which operates the toll highway system, and he's awaiting his next court appearance. District leaders say the decision reflects the need for swift action when student safety is implicated, and the case again underscores how critical strong vetting and rapid response protocols are in school employment. It's baffling that someone facing such serious charges can still hold a job in public service. The legal process will play out, but the optics are not great. Moving on. Concert chaos. Troy man accused of assaulting deputy at Cloverfest. Cloverfest is a hip-hop concert that packed downtown's MVP Arena, the city-owned venue on South Pearl Street, Friday night. Albany County Sheriff's Office deputies, led by Sheriff Craig Apple, were assisting arena security when a 21-year-old man from Troy allegedly became combative. Deputies say security was struggling to remove the man for causing a disturbance, and during the confrontation, he allegedly punched a sheriff's sergeant who was treated at a local hospital and released. The suspect was charged with second-degree assault, resisting arrest, and obstruction of governmental administration, and was set for arraignment in Albany City Court. Sheriff Apple noted it was tough to gauge intoxication in a crowd where many appeared intoxicated, which, well, is not exactly a ringing endorsement for crowd behavior. Law enforcement rotations at the arena typically run 3 to 4 deputies, which is precisely why their presence matters when a situation escalates. Concerts should be about the music, not a boxing match with law enforcement. Let's pivot to the next story. Hudson River fish ban. 50 years later, is it effective? Since 1975, New York State has warned anglers not to eat most fish from stretches of the Hudson River due to PCBs, or polychlorinated biphenyls, a class of persistent industrial chemicals often called forever chemicals. The pollution traces back to General Electric, the industrial manufacturer with historic riverfront operations that released PCBs decades ago. The river was designated a federal Superfund site in 1983. In 2002, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, ordered GE to undertake dredging to remove contaminated sediments. That dredging wrapped in 2015. In a 2025 review, the EPA said more time is needed to fully assess the cleanup's effectiveness. Meanwhile, state advisories and shoreline signage continue, but not everyone sees or heeds the warnings, and PCB levels in fish remain a concern. Environmental groups and federal overseers remain split on whether the cleanup went far enough. Responsibility and next steps are still being debated. After 50 years, it's time we see more than just debates and actually get some clean results. Shifting gears. Northampton considers halting battery storage projects amid safety concerns. Northampton is a town in Fulton County on the edge of the Adirondacks, and local officials are weighing a 1-year moratorium on a proposed utility-scale battery energy storage system, often called a BESS. Carson Power, a renewable energy developer, secured a permit in January from the Adirondack Park Agency, the state land use regulator for the park, to build the facility. Residents have raised alarms about fire risks and environmental impacts, even after New York updated its fire code for these systems in 2023. A public hearing is in the works as the town considers hitting pause. The state views grid-scale storage as essential to cut greenhouse gas emissions and balance wind and solar. The local pushback illustrates the familiar friction between statewide climate goals and neighborhood safety. Safety first in our communities, but let's not stall progress indefinitely. All right, next topic. Redlining's legacy, school boundaries in Schenectady and Albany. Redlining refers to 1930s-era federal lending maps that graded neighborhoods, often denying loans to communities of color. A new report finds some modern school attendance zones in Schenectady and Albany still mirror those historic lines, with real consequences for students. In Schenectady, many students living in historically redlined neighborhoods are assigned to underperforming schools and have limited transfer options. In Albany, the city school district uses open enrollment and magnet schools, programs that let families apply outside their zone school to broaden opportunity, yet gaps persist. The report argues that educational access, home ownership, and income disparities remain intertwined with those old maps. It's high time to redraw the lines that keep history's injustices alive. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Albany. Have a great day and join us again tomorrow.